Diplo ruined Joe Jonass' surprise wedding to Sophie Turner for Gram. Joe Jonass and Sophie Turner married in a secret Vegas wedding earlier this year after hitting up the Billboard Awards. But their surprise ceremony didn't stay on the down low for too long, as Diplo live-streamed the entire event on his Instagram. Yes, the American DJ completely ruined the surprise element of the whole bash, but it seems the bride and groom didn't mind one bit. Chatting about their wedding photographer on Capital FM, Joe laughed off the fact his big moment was uploaded to the gram. He joked Diplo did. Yeah, he posts every 5 seconds. He literally lives. I just loved that he was walking into the chapel and he's like, gonna hit this wedding real quick. The loved-up duo tied the knot at the start of the month, and it appears they're yet to take a honeymoon. When asked if they had plans to get away on a romantic holiday, Joe blushed. We've got plans that we'll be hush-hush about. The 29-year-old beamed, but yeah, we'll make time for that. This isn't the first time the couple have been asked about Diplo taking picture of their wedding, as the Game of Thrones actress also addressed the leak. When appearing on the Graham Norton show, Sophie explained what had happened and insisted the 40-year-old wasn't their official photographer. She smirked. Well, we didn't choose him to be our wedding photographer, he just kind of decided to live stream it. The 23-year-old recently spoke about her relationship with Joe and revealed that they actually called things off for a day before tying the knot. Dark Phoenix cast tease spin-offs as they explain how X-Men stand out from MCU. Sophie Turner would never return for Game of Thrones spin-off. It just be more trauma. Sophie Turner had no idea Game of Thrones Season 1 poster revealed the ending. She told the Sunday Times it was the worst day of our lives. For a second, Sophie and Kate by the Ocean singer Joe began dating in 2016, and a year later, Joe popped the question and the pair became engaged when the Sansa Stark star was just 21. If you've got a story, video, or pictures, get in touch with the metro.co.uk entertainment team by emailing us, calling 020-3615-2145 or by visiting We'd love to hear from you. Ads keep our content free for everyone. Please note that the Interactive Advertising Bureau IAB describes online personalized advertising through the below definitions. We put the storage of information, or access to information that is already stored, on your device, such as accessing advertising identifiers and / or other device identifiers, and / or using cookies or similar technologies. The collection and processing of information about your use of this site to subsequently personalize advertising for you in other contexts, i.e. on other sites or apps, over time. Typically, the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver advertisements for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such advertisements. This includes using the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver content for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such content. This includes using the collection of information about your use of the content, in combination with previously collected information, used to measure, understand, and report on your usage of the content. Ads keep our content free for everyone. We carefully select. We use additional third-party advertising companies who serve ads to help keep content free. For these partners, you will continue to receive advertising, however, it may not be tailored to your likely interests. Well, check in with you. Great. Thanks for choosing. You have opted out from our advertising partners.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.